Everybody knows that Iran was different before then. Everybody knows that. Who doesn't know that? Yeah, I feel like everybody knows that. Like, I mean, maybe, look, I mean, I'm sure there's some people that don't, but I think in a general sense, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Trump is right. We do not need to intervene in their customs. Yeah, exactly. But it's sad for the girls in Afghanistan who wanted to go to school, though. It is sad. And I think that a lot of other cultures have things that I think are reductive. But you're not going to get them to change their culture by bullying them, attacking them, and then bombing them. This is not, it didn't work. It didn't work. We've done it. We've done it for years. It didn't work. Let's stop doing it. Holy shit. Yeah, like it's disrespect to culture. Yeah, and also, like, don't we have our own problems too? You either want to deal with them. The thing is that, like, I mean, like, think about, like, okay, so is Vladimir Putin, like, not a problem in the same way? Is Xi Jinping also not a problem also? Like, think about the amount of governments that we're dealing with on a regular basis that are massively problematic and awful. And so, are we just going to just shut down all communication with them? And also, how has that worked? Because, like, shouldn't you ask yourself the question, like, at a certain point, you know, like, you can make these moral arguments and you can talk about this and say how bad it is, but shouldn't you be able to just look and say, well, the way things were going didn't really work, so maybe we should try something new, right? Because it really didn't fucking work. It hasn't been working at all. Shouldn't you do something different rather than just doing the same shit? Oh, shit. Damn. Big camel energy? Yeah, I guess so. Hell yeah, brother. Oh my god. The rare mounts? Yeah, you don't see these every day. Yeah, this is nuts, man. And yeah, so they got all this going on and everything else. A fleet of camels, a sword dance. So here is greeted by and escorted by hundreds of camels in Qatar. God damn. The camels go hard? Yeah, exactly. But this is another girl right here. And so with her Cash App in her bio, bro, you want to talk about toxic masculinity? Yeah, sure, you can get me on that. But let's talk about toxic feminine behavior as well. These girls are so fucking toxic. And my point is with that crazy girl on Warcraft is that a lot of these girls on the internet, and I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them, the reason why they're on the internet all day, tweeting all the day, is because nobody wants to be around them in real life. Nobody likes them. Nobody wants to talk to them. Nobody wants to be around them. And that's why they're tweeting and complaining all the time, is because they're fucking obnoxious and nobody else will listen. And so they have to get together. Future Karens, yes, they're caterpillar Karens, and they'll evolve into the butterfly that complains at Starbucks when they're like, I don't know, 39 years old. Why people are doing something. But yeah, that's really about it. Games journalism is a good example of manufactured consensus. Yeah, well, like, and a lot of, almost all propaganda at one level or another is manufactured consensus. And if you literally take a step back and you look at it, you'll find out that this is very, very true. But the fact is that, you know, I think that the more people talk about stuff, the more people get mad about it, right? You're a Trump of covering political events on stream. Well, the way that I cut like an arc demon that's like controlling them. And so, like, yeah, that's basically it. Multiple personalities, like most women. Yeah, basically. And I feel like this is pretty predictable. Like, as I said, I thought anybody could have assumed that this was what the game was going to be. Bigger booba equals stronger character. Well, I mean, that's actually true. Yeah, you're right. And have you watched the Honkai Star Rail Fate Unlimited thing? No, I haven't seen anything from Honkai Star Rail at all. I haven't paid attention to that game. I'm trying to think the last time I paid attention to Honkai Star Rail. When they introduced Firefly, I'm pretty sure. That was the last time. And give me 1 second. If they were student age apartheid and she's a grandmother, wouldn't the white people coming over at the oldest be her age or younger, who would have been students at the time? How can they blame the government at the time? Because they're dumb. She's dumb. The thing is that, again, it doesn't even make sense. If the black people over there weren't empowered, then the white people wouldn't have to leave. It's just stupid. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, she's dumb. Yeah, she's a vengeful harpy. Yeah, why immigrate? Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. She isn't using logic. She's clearly just being racist. Yes, there's a lot of people that are angry about the South African refugees coming over because they think that it's unfair because we didn't accept refugees of another race, but we are accepting refugees that are from South Africa. So this is him coming into Qatar. Look at this. Damn. God fucking damn. Cinema, yeah, aura farming, yeah, exactly, right? In the right way. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. It's badass. Exactly. Yeah, and I would feel like this level of like reverence and respect. I think that maybe, just maybe, this might decrease the probability of them supporting terrorism again against us. It would. I think, hey, and by the way, let's at least try something different. We've been trying this other thing for 20 years. It hasn't worked. Let's do something new. This isn't even about, this isn't even from her community. She's literally taking a 4chan comment and blaming it on a VTuber. Who the fuck does this? It's just a random schizo retard on 4chan, and you're writing an article about it. I wouldn't really say, you know, as the Pope of journalism, I think this bitch needs to be excommunicated. This is a joke. What do you mean you're gonna use 4chan posts like this? Oh my god, she's legit insane. I think insane would be a compliment. And so, yes, she still has her sponsor, though. I don't know. But huge W for Vice getting rid of this stuff. Hopefully they continue doing this.